Listen closely, because what I'm about to tell you might just be the most important wake-up call of your life. One day I was sitting with a friend of mine, same city, same age, same 24 hours. But he had his life on fire, a luxury car, his own business, a passport full of stamps, freedom, and I was stuck hoping my salary would go up one day. So I asked him, how do we both have 24 hours, but your life looks like a highlight reel, and mine feels like a loading screen? He laughed and said, hours don't make the difference, mindset does. That hit me like a punch, because suddenly I realized the world doesn't run on 24 hours. It runs on the 1% mindset. See, here's the bitter truth nobody says out loud. 99% of people live a script that society wrote for them. School, job, bills, retirement, regret, a straight line to nowhere. But the 1%, they tear that script apart and write their own story. Let me tell you a short story. A man used to run every morning at the exact same pace on the exact same track for years. One day a young guy sprinted past him like lightning shocked. The older man asked, how did you run so fast? The guy replied, you came to run, I came to win. That's the difference. 99% run, 1% win. Like a poet once said, everyone walks the same roads, but not everyone reaches the same destination. Because a few people change how they think, and the world changes for them today, we're diving deep into that mindset. The mindset that pulls you out of the 99% crowd and places you in the top 1%. This isn't about luck. This is a formula. Strategy, habits, decisions, discipline. And once you start this journey, going back to your old life will feel impossible. If you're ready, type I am 1% in the comments right now. Let the world know what side you've chosen. Welcome to the Fastly. Today we're bringing you a book summary that will completely rewire the way you think, and trust me, even if you've watched 100 other videos, what you're about to hear today will hit differently. So without wasting time, let's dive straight into Chapter 1, the 99% trap. And hey, only hit like if this video truly helps you. If not, don't. Part 2. Why do most people still choose the slow lane? Think about this for a second. Everyone wants to be rich. Everyone wants freedom. Everyone dreams of a better life. But the truth is, people don't fail because of lack of desire. They fail because of the mindset they follow. From childhood, society teaches us one formula. Go to school, get a job, save money, retire at 65. Sounds safe, sounds normal, sounds responsible. But MJ DeMarco calls this the great American lie. Because this path doesn't give you freedom, it gives you lifetime dependency. Slow lane feels secure, but in reality, it traps you into spending 40 years trading time for money. So why don't people choose the fast lane? Because the fast lane isn't hard. The mindset is. Fast lane demands things that average people avoid. Taking ownership of your life, learning high-value skills, willingness to take risks, creating value, not just consuming it, thinking differently from the crowd, and most importantly, taking action, not just wishing. The slow lane feels comfortable, the fast lane feels challenging, and humans naturally choose comfort over growth. But here's the truth no one tells you. The slow path gives you safety today, but steals your freedom tomorrow. If you want wealth, impact, and a life where you control the clock, you need a different direction, a different mindset, a different lane. Part 3. The real fast lane secret. They never teach you. Most people think wealth comes from working harder, saving money, cutting expenses. But MJ DeMarco reveals the truth. Wealth doesn't come from what you save, it comes from what you build. That's the fast lane. Not a job, not a paycheck, not a retirement plan. Fast lane is a system, a machine that can grow, scale, and make money without trading your time forever. The fast lane formula that schools never mention, MJ DeMarco discovered one powerful equation that changed everything. Wealth equals net profit times asset value, which means if you want extraordinary success, You need an asset that produces value at scale. A business, a product, a digital system, a service that solves a problem, a platform that helps people. Because assets do something a job can never do. They disconnect your income from your time. That's when wealth stops being slow and starts becoming exponential. So what separates fast lane thinkers from slow lane thinkers? Slow lane mindset. I need to work harder. I need to save more. I need job security. I'll enjoy life after retirement. Fast lane mindset. How can I create value for millions? What asset can I build that scales? How can I solve a real problem? How do I control my time instead of selling it? This is the shift that turns ordinary people into millionaires. Not luck, not privilege, but the right vehicle. The big truth. You don't get rich by being employed. You get rich by being valuable. And value in the fast lane world comes from solving problems at scale. Part 4. The fast lane commandments, how millionaires choose winning ideas. By this point, one thing is clear. You don't need luck to get rich. You need the right vehicle. But how do you know which idea can actually make you wealthy? MJ DeMarco gives the answer in his iconic framework, the Fast Lane Commandments, NECST framework. These 5 rules separate million-dollar ideas from dead-end dreams. Let's break them down in a simple, cinematic way. 1. N. Need. Money follows problems. This is the first and most important rule. Fast lane wealth doesn't come from passion projects. It comes from solving real problems for real people. Ask yourself, what frustrates people? What wastes their time? What makes their life harder? If your idea solves a pain point, money becomes a side effect. 2. Tourney, entry. The harder it is to enter, the fewer competitors you'll have. If anyone can start it in 1 hour, you're already too late. Great businesses have real barriers like skills, knowledge, capital, technology. Time barriers protect you. They create demand. They eliminate competition. Easy entry equals crowded market. Hard entry equals fast lane opportunity. 3. C. Control. If you don't control your business, you don't own your freedom. If you rely on one platform, one employer, one algorithm, one client, your entire wealth is in someone else's hands. Fastlane success requires control. Your product, your traffic, your systems, your customers. Because control equals stability. Stability equals freedom. 4. S. Scale. You can't reach wealth if your idea doesn't scale. This is where the fast lane destroys the slow lane. A job can't scale. Freelancing can't scale. Time cannot multiply. But systems can. Digital products can. Businesses can. Platforms can. If your idea can reach thousands or millions, you found the gateway to real wealth. 5. T. Time. Your business should grow even when you're not working. This is the final and most powerful rule. If your income stops when you stop working, it's not a fast lane business. Fast lane assets continue producing results through automation systems, teams, digital tools, technology. This is how people buy back their time. This is how freedom becomes real. The truth. Most people chase small ideas because they think small. Fast lane thinkers chase big problems because they think impact. And the bigger the impact you create, the bigger the rewards that follow. Part 5. The millionaire. Mindset shift. What separates winners from wanderers? If you look closely at successful fast lane entrepreneurs, you'll notice something powerful. They don't think like everyone else. They don't act like everyone else. They don't believe what everyone else believes. Their outer success is just a reflection of one thing, a completely different inner operating system. Let's dive into the mindset shifts that transform ordinary people into unstoppable creators. 1. From consumer. Creator. Most people spend their life consuming, scrolling, watching, buying. Repeating fast lane thinkers ask only one question. What can I create that others will consume? That one shift turns distraction into opportunity. 2. From I need money, I create value. Average people chase money. Fastlane thinkers chase impact. Money is just the thank you note. Value is the actual engine. When you focus on helping people solve problems, money naturally follows. 3. From comfort to growth. Comfort feels good now, but costs you later. Growth feels uncomfortable now, but pays you forever. Fast lane thinkers choose the second path, even when it's scary, uncertain, or challenging, because they know comfort never made anyone wealthy. 4. From short-term thinking. Long-term leverage. Most people think about today. Fast lane thinkers think about tomorrow, next year, next decade. They build assets that unlock exponential growth. They plant seeds that multiply over time. They don't chase quick wins. They build inevitable victories. 5. From what if I fail? What if I never try? Fear kills more dreams than failure ever will. The Fastlane mindset is simple. Regret is the most expensive cost in life. So they ask themselves, if I don't take this shot, will I be okay living with the what if? And most of the time, the answer is no. So they move forward anyway. The mindset truth. Success is not built in the body, it is built in the mind first. If you upgrade your mindset, your habits upgrade, your actions upgrade, your opportunities upgrade, your entire life upgrades. This is why some people climb faster. They rewire themselves for growth, action, and purpose. Part 6. The Fastlane Action Plan, How to Escape the Slow Lane, starting today. By now you understand the mindset. You understand the difference between slow lane and fast lane. You understand what real wealth requires. But now comes the most important part. Action. Because without action, mindset is just theory, and dreams stay dreams. So here's the exact step-by-step Fastlane roadmap MJ DeMarco would give to anyone starting today. Step 1, identify a real problem, not a passion project. Forget the question, what do I love to do? Start asking, what problem do people desperately want solved? Look around you. What annoys people? What wastes their time? What do people repeatedly complain about? What are people already paying for? Money follows problems, always. Step 2, develop a skill that has market value. Fastlane wealth doesn't come from random hobbies. It comes from high-value skills like marketing, sales, coding, design, copywriting, automation, product creation, systems building, AI tools, entrepreneurship. Skills equals leverage. The more skills you have, the more valuable you become.